From my experience, small, medium businesses that young people with not too much money have the audacity to set up, hoping that it will grow them into becoming, bigger business people. But unfortunately, there are no incentives to motivate people.
You're coming back to what I'm saying, Peter. This is what I was saying. What PDP did in government was to say, okay, what is the problem with Nigerian youths? They were educated. But we discovered there were gaps because some of them were unemployed only because they were unemployable, because there were skill gaps and deficiencies. What did we do? We started giving them training in trade and vocations. And when they now became well-trained, we encourage them not just to wait for jobs, whether from private or public sector, but to start their own businesses. And then government, through several programs, were now giving them money. Some were getting grants, some were getting interest-free loan, and some were getting government to link them up with financial institutions at relatively reduced interest rate. And so Nigerian youth then started doing their own businesses, growing wealth, and then creating employment opportunities. Some people will learn how to make pomade. Maybe starting in a one-room apartment. Then from there, as the business develops, then you employ one or two people, you teach them also. And even through the National Directorate of Employment, we are ensuring that indeed Nigerian youths were getting skills, were learning trade and vocation. Now, what happened when we left office? All those programs were cancelled by APC-led federal government. And because of this, therefore, you have youths that are willing to go, but there is no assistance. You have people who had started developing their businesses, but those windows of opportunity that opened of them were now gone. And so a lot of businesses at that level now collapsed because even access to funding became a problem. And when even you are able to get access to funding, at what cost are you getting it? You discover at the end of the day that you won't be able to pay the interest element. And so if you pay interest, then your capital will go down. People who are getting interest at 19%, 21%, and above that. And government regulatory agencies were really not looking deeply into the way some of these financial institutions were now lending and then were offering funds to businesses. And then cost of power. A lot of businesses again folded to move to Benin Republic, to Ghana, to Niger, to Chad, to Cameroon. This is a problem. At the end of the day, you discover that one, there is no incentive from government. Number two, cost of funds. Number three, cost of power. Number four, cost of raw materials. Because you will now witness a time when the foreign exchange differential becomes so wide. When PDP was in government as at 28th May 2015, how much was the dollar exchanging for? Whether you want to say 180 or 190, it certainly was below 200 naira. What of today? The government is even saying that they've been able to stabilize the whole thing. It's about 366, 367. So look at the gap. And then what is the level now of an average Nigerian family as far as accessibility to wealth and poverty is concerned? More and more Nigerian families keep on getting poorer and poorer because a lot of people who have the skills cannot run their own businesses. And then a lot of people who are in employment were losing their jobs because when the margin is not there, the profit margin is not there. So owners of businesses must downsize their businesses to be able to stay afloat. So instead of even giving opportunities for employment to be generated or for employing Nigerians, more and more Nigerians with each passing day are losing their jobs. And so are becoming poorer. And that is why it was said in a recent report I read that while in India, the government is working hard to take people from below the poverty line into the other land for wealth. But in Nigeria, with each passing minute, that an average of 6 families get under the poverty line. And so you can imagine the problem, the colossal problem that we have in our hands in this country today.